I was actually watching ABC News this week and heard that there is a doubling of obesity in America since 1985. A doubling. This is at a cost of $344 billion a year, leading to chronic diseases. You know what they are: hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Well, a proactive movement is certainly reflected in this local newspaper. And you see this, the boy is smiling. Fresh, amazingly, he's smiling.
He paid to do that. His mom was like, "You better smile or else."
Fresh thinking on food in schools in the Hamilton Wentworth district. But girls, this is going to be a groundswell.
Oh yeah.
What did you think? Give us some of the details.
Well, Hamilton Wentworth is just outside of, about a half an hour outside of Toronto, a district, and they've decided to take the pop out of the pop machines. No more pizza days, no more jelly beans for good behavior, and only healthy food. No poutine. Everybody was upset about fries this morning. Everybody was saying, what? Fries in school? That's part of growing up.
And gravy, sure. Don't forget the gravy.
The gravy and the cheese.
Now, just a little correction. They will have pizza days, but whole wheat and no pepperoni.
And only veggies on the pizza.
I know. So it's an interesting thing because the experts are saying this is the first generation that kids are going to live shorter lives than their parents. Okay, I can speak this morning, really. The first generation that kids are going to live shorter lives than their parents, which is obviously nothing to laugh about. So they're trying to do something about it. Some parents are upset.
Yeah. See, my question is this, because I completely understand that kids need to eat healthy, and I agree with take out the sugary pop. However, I just feel that where's the balance with parents and the school board? Because there was those emails sent immediately after that it went in the paper saying, what are they going to do now? They're going to control what we send with our, in our kids' lunch bags and lunch boxes.
Well, it's this whole idea of choice, right? We're taking away choice. And I think as a parent, and I'm speaking as someone who's not a parent, but your job is to teach your children to make good choices in their lives, and that has to be modeled by you. I think what's happened is that in our culture, things have sped up to the point where you just grab whatever is available. And let's face it, junk food is easy, it's cheap, and it's readily available. So a lot of parents rely on it. But I don't know if it's up to the schools to implement healthy eating habits in children. I think that's really a parent's job.
In this article, though, they did say that they're trying to work with parents. I mean, it's about educating. So educating the kids on what's healthy is going to make the changes versus just imposing these rules, like from a young age, to say this is healthy eating, this is why, more activities. But it's gonna, it's gonna have to be the parents and the school. It can't just be one or the other.
But I actually like it, because as a parent, you can't control what your kids are going to do once they're at school. You can send them with a healthy lunch, but when there's food everywhere, maybe they're going to use their allowance.
They need money for that food.
Yeah,
so where
if you're teaching them responsibly, they do have some money, or kids find ways to get money. I seem to remember that as
and then head down to Max Milk. And
I'm sorry, but as a kid, like I find ways.
Totally.
Yeah, like they can still go down the street, but I think what the school is saying, like as far as we're concerned, if we're going to make it convenient for you to make good choices. If you want to make bad choices, you can still do it. And they're not controlling what parents are sending to school.
Right.
Although I did talk to a mom this morning who said that schools have actually called home if they don't like what you're sending for lunch, and that is definitely crossing a line.
But the thing is, though, it's not like it's like this immediate change. This is going to take what they're saying, the school board, a 3-year implementation. So it's going to be a gradual educate the parents, educate the children. And I think it's a gradual shift on getting these things out of the cafeteria. Because my initial thing was, I love chocolate-covered almonds. I love the chocolate bars. And, I remember that as part of, being a teen in school. But I also realized that with obesity at its rate, things need to start changing, in our society for our children.
Denise does have a point. I mean, we do kind of blame other people for our problems, like suing McDonald's because they sold me a burger, which I went with my own money and bought. Exactly. Like there is something in society that is like that, but I think schools are teachers in a sense, and so I think it's good that they're giving a good example.
Set a good example. Well, here's our producer provided this info. 2 former U.S. Surgeons General say that in the U.S. it's at epidemic proportions, and they have an organization called STOP, Strategies to Overcome and Prevent Obesity Alliance. You know what I think it's going to be like separating our garbage. Some of us hoped that that would not come into our neighborhood, but it's coming because our food is killing us, or the stuff we're eating that isn't even food is killing us. So. You can see this is a hot discussion. You can keep it going where you are.